Obviously, Theresa May didn't persuade a lot of you to vote for it. Well, what does this show?
Well, it shows, I'm afraid, that this has been a storm in the teacup today. This motion had, unfortunately, had words which would have co-opted us into taking no deal off the table, and we just couldn't do that. So unfortunately, we had to abstain in order to show that we still accept the Brady Amendment that says let's replace the backstop with alternative arrangements. There is a majority for that, a clear majority, and the Prime Minister has a mandate to negotiate it. But what we did today was say we won't be co-opted into approving taking no deal off the table.
Before this vote, the message from Downing Street from the government was, look, please vote for it because it'd be sending a terrible message to Brussels that Theresa May can't deliver on the votes in the House of Commons.
Well, I hear that they have said that, but what we couldn't do is get associated with taking no deal off the table. That also would have sent a terrible signal. We negotiated with the government and suggested a neutral form of words, but unfortunately it wasn't possible to table it, so we did the best we could and abstained. But I have to say quite a few colleagues were minded to vote against, and we did overwhelmingly persuade colleagues not to do that. So it's most unfortunate today, but it's a storm in a teacup, and the Prime Minister has a clear mandate from the previous vote.
But in 2 weeks' time, it could well be that there are moves in the House of Commons to take no deal off the table, to effectively take this out of the government's hands.
Look, the truth is that members of Parliament overwhelmingly voted to trigger Article 50, and that means leaving after 2 years, deal or no deal. Then they voted for the EU Withdrawal Act, and I'm afraid at the moment members of Parliament are not facing up to the consequences of what they've legislated for, and I think it's time for some people to really just grow up and think about what is in the nation's interest, and that is standing firm that we're leaving and then negotiating with the EU to get an acceptable deal.
Okay, Steve Baker, thank you very much.